Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friend Bats. My name is Jared, and today I want to talk about how things change, and that's okay. Um, as you can see in the thumbnail, we have Henry Cavill as Superman in the Man of Steel, and we have the promotional shot, or the original first look, of David Cornswet as Superman. And since that photo had released, it has been almost endless nonsense with the comic book movie community on the internet, and the fans of Zack Snyder have come out in full force, just trashing on the movie, trashing on the actor, trashing on James Gunn, hashtagging their lives away, and the movie hasn't even come out yet. And what's very odd for me, because when I was a young lad, I remember finding out that Michael Keaton was not going to play Batman again, and it was going to be Val Kilmer. And at the time, I hadn't seen something like Heat or Top Gun, but I just kind of was like, okay, whatever. Like, the 9-year-old me, I didn't care about it. And I think in part was also because not only did I enjoy the 1966 reruns of Batman, but I also enjoyed watching the Tim Burton films with Michael Keaton as Batman, and I recognized that these were two different versions of Batman, and I got to enjoy both of them. And even to take it into a deeper cut, around the same time when I was a young lad, at the same time, there was two different Sonic cartoons, and me, a fan of Sonic, got to enjoy two different Sonic shows at the same time. And I didn't, I liked, what do they call it? Sat-M, the one with the whole cast. I liked that one more, yes, but I still watched the Sonic Adventures also. And I didn't have a problem with it. And so when, now as, I've aged through the years, I see a lot of people use the words like irreplaceable. And this is, and really strong words like, this is horrible, this is the worst thing ever. And it's not. It's really not. Because things can change, and it can be okay. When I was a kid, from the first Ninja Turtles movie, which is an absolute cinematic masterpiece, to Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the Ooze, which is not even close to a masterpiece, it's a guilty pleasure at best, I recognized that this was a completely different version and tone. There was a new April. There was Splinter looked different. The voices were different. The Turtles were different. Where's Casey? Who's Kino? Why is he here? And even though I enjoy both films, it didn't make me upset. I just was like, oh, they just got new costumes for the actors. And so I understand that. As a kid, I don't know. So I guess what I'm getting at, if I was fine with these things as a kid, why, as adults in internet geeks circles, acting like lunatics over actors or costumes or a different take? 66 and 89 are drastically different. But I enjoyed both of them. And I enjoyed Lois and Clark. I've enjoyed Smallville. And, there was never I don't understand why this is a thing now. Is it because, I wonder if it's because of the internet and, people can't not put their 2 cents in and be like, this is the worst thing ever. And they're trying to convince other people. Maybe that's it. But I believe that things are allowed to change. They're allowed to be different. Different artists have different takes and different I guess an actor is an artist as well, but every artist has a different version in them, and they're going to convey their way of doing it. And we as the audience can subjectively pick and choose which we like more or the other, but trying to call other people who are enjoying, I have been called horrible names in geek circles on the internet because I'm excited about the new Superman movie. I have been called the effing R word. you are an... And I was like, wow, we really went there because I thought David Cornswet looks good as Superman. And I think based on the commercials I've seen so far, I'm excited. This looks good to me. And now I'm a effing R word. According to this guy on the internet. That's just crazy. And, to take this even further, we recognize the actors change. Well, the character needs to be played by someone else. The character is going to outlive the actor. And so it's kind of as much as I enjoyed seeing Hugh Jackman in Deadpool Wolverine, I would really love to see a new Wolverine. I would love to see someone else try the character. I would really like to see that. Just a fan cast. I think Daniel Radcliffe would be awesome. I know that's been a fan cast, but I just think he would be great. So, and this is a thing. This is always a trending thing. I don't remember it because I wasn't reading magazines in 88 and 89. I was a toddler, but it used to be I can't believe Michael Keaton is going to play Batman. Mr. Mom is going to be Batman. And that's terrible. And then everyone loved that movie, and it was a huge summer sensation, and it made buku bucks, and everyone liked it. As a toddler, I remember the bat symbol everywhere, on shirts, billboards, Happy Meals, everywhere. It was everywhere. And I see this kind of happening again in 2025 with Superman. People are like, we can't replace Henry Cavill. This guy's going to be the worst thing ever. And then but I'm starting to see that S in a lot more places. And I'm starting to see people get really excited. And I really want it to be great. I do. And I will be so distraught if I walk out of that theater and I'm just like, man, it's not what I thought it was going to be. But this thing it's been a trend with people hating something before it comes out. I remember I was working at Hollywood Video back in 2007 or 2006, somewhere around that time. Brokeback Mountain had just came out on DVD when I was working there. And Heath Ledger was cast as the Joker. And everyone, and my friends, me included, my friends were like, a gay cowboy. 10 things I hate about you is going to be the Joker. That's a terrible choice. They should have picked Crispin Glover. Haven't they seen Willard? Willard, that guy should have been Joker, So, and I still see people talking about Crispin Glover playing Joker on the internet. And look how that turned out. Turned out just fine. I remember back in 2014, 15, when Ben Affleck was casted as Batman. And everyone was like, this is going to be the worst Batman ever. I can't believe it. Freaking Jiggly is going to be Batman. Oh, this is ridiculous. Blah, 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 blah. And now, like, he's, like, always talked about as, like, one of the best live-action Batmans. So can we just allow things to exist? And can we as fans not attack other fans? Like, I just, I like the Snyder films for movies, but as a DC comic book fan reader, I'm like, yeah, that's not it, Chief. That's not it. Like, Man of Steel is a really good movie, and the filmmaking is really cool, and I like a lot of visual effects in that movie, but when it comes to, like, the story of Clark Kent becoming Superman, you missed the mark. You missed the mark. And then you killed him in the second movie. Like, I don't know, who put this guy in charge? So that's just my personal opinion, and I don't think I should be called an effing R word over having an opinion on a movie. Art is subjective, and I think we should all just allow things to change and enjoy. If you don't like it, that's fine. It's totally fine. But if someone else likes it, that's also fine too. And so that's just my thoughts. And I'd like to hear what you guys think. Like, are there, like, I love Batman Forever. That is my favorite Batman movie, hands down. I love that movie. And anytime someone else, what's your favorite Batman movie? And I tell them that, some people lose their absolute minds. And I'm like, I just love that movie. It's awesome. So what is a hot take that you guys got on things changing and it being okay and just being fine with disagreeing with the Geek Hive Mind? And let me know down below in the comments. And thanks for watching or listening. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.